Hello, here we are again. Today is August 17, 2010, around 8 o'clock in the evening. So, this morning, I went on my normal routine. I woke up, took a bath, ate a light breakfast, prepared my things, and eventually went to school. As usual. Yes, as usual. Oh wait, I almost forgot to tell you. This day is unusual, not normal as before. You know what? Such a ridiculous act I've done. Being unaware of the things happening around me by just sitting at the back corner of our room. Yes, our room, where my hated subject lies, my boring and lifeless class, that is literature. Sorry, my God, another sin, another mistake. To tell you honestly, I was a fool. I just slept in my class. Okay na sana eh. But you know, my prof, he himself just came over me and woke me up. My God talaga, damn, big trouble. Staring me down with those electric eyes. My prof came over me and woke me up. He shouted at me. He asked me. He put me into a really big trouble. He asked me to make a plot of a short story entitled Midsummer, written by Manuel Arguila, whatever.
What? Oh, you wanna know what exposition means? Oh my god. For a while, give me a minute. Okay. Exposition is an introductory material that creates the tone, gives the setting, introduces the character, and supplies other facts necessary to understand a work of literature.
He pulled down his hat until the wide brim touched his shoulders. He crouched lower under the cover of his cart and peered ahead. The road seemed to writhe under the lash of the noonday heat. It swung from side to side, humped and bent itself like a filling serpent, and disappeared behind the spur of a low hill on which grew a scrawny thicket of bamboo. There was not a house in sight. Along the left side of the road ran the deep, dry gorge of a stream, the bank sparsely covered by the sunburned cocoa grass. In places, the rocky waterless bed showed aridly. Farther, beyond the shimmer of quivering heat waves, rose ancient hills, not less blue than the cloud-palisaded sky. On the right stretched a landwaste of low-rolling dunes. Scattered clumps of hardly leather relieved the otherwise barren monotony of the landscape. Far away, he could discern a thin indigo line that was the sea. The grating of the cartwheels on the pebbles of the road and the almost soundless shuffle of the weary bull but emphasized the stillness. Now and then came the dry rustling of falling earth, as clumps from the cropped sides of the gorge fell down to the bottom. He struck at the bull with the slack of the rope. The animal broke into a heavy trot. The dust stared slumberously. The bull slowed down, threw up his head, and a glistening thread of saliva spun out into the dry air. The dying rays of the sun were reflected in points of light on the wet, heaving flanks.
Hey man, what's up? Rising action? What a short incident. Rising action is the second section of the typical plot, in which the main character begins to grapple with the story's main conflict. Well, that is meant, right?
The man in the car did not notice the woman until she had rounded a spur of land and stood unmovingly beside the road, watching the cart and its occupant come toward her. She was young, surprisingly sweet, and fresh amidst her parched surroundings. A gaily striped kerchief covered her head, the ends tied at the nape of her neck. She wore a homespun bodice of light red cloth with small white checks. Her skirt was also homespun and showed a pattern of white checks with narrow stripes of yellow and red. With both hands, she held by the mouth a large, apparently empty water jug, the cool red of which blended well with her dress. She was barefoot.
Oh yes, what can I do for you? Climax. You want me to define climax, okay? Climax is the highest point of interest where the reader makes the greatest emotional response. In dramatic structure, climax designates the turning point in the action, at the crisis at which rising action becomes the falling action. Okay?
But she staggered a little and water splashed down on her breast. The single bodice instantly clung to her bosom, molding the twin hillocks of her breast warmly brown through the wet cloth. One arm remained uplifted, holding the jar, while the other shook the clinging cloth.
You're asking me what's about funny action? Okay, wait a minute, wait. Oh, funny action! What a coincidence! Wait. Oh, wait. Funny action. Wait, funny action. It's one part of a plot. Plot caused by the climax. These are events caused by the climax and contributing to the resolution. Okay? Fine? Okay.
Won't you join me? Adding? Perhaps the poor food I have is not fit for you.
No, it isn't that. How can you think of it? I should be ashamed. It is that I have must eaten myself. That is why I came to get water in the middle of the day. We ran out of it. I see you have eggs and shrimps and sugar. Why? We had nothing but rice and salt.
But what is the matter with salt? Salt makes baby stout. Grandmother used to sing that to me when I complained of our food.
Ah!
Oh, it is nothing. It was time I stopped eating. I have filled up to my neck.
Forgive me, Manong. It was all my fault. Such a clumsy creature I am.
It was not your fault. I am to blame for placing the bucket of water where I did. Okay, I will draw you another bucket full. Stronger than you.
What? You're asking me what's the meaning of resolution? Resolution is the final unrevealing of a plot or an explanation of a mystery or an outcome. I hope I can help you.
The girl invited the guide to go into her house and bring his animal and told him that there is shade and he can sleep there. He did not volunteer a word. He walked a step behind, the bull lumbering in front. More than ever, he was conscious of her person. She carried the jar on her head without holding it. Her hands swung to her even steps. He threw back his square shoulders, lifted his chin, and sniffed the motionless air. There was a flourish in the way he flicked the rump of the bull with a rope in his hand. He felt strong. He felt very strong. He felt that he could follow the slender.
Let's pretend, baby, that you've just met me, and I've never seen you before. I'll tell all my friends that I think you're staring, and you say the same too.